Hey, trivia. 4th June. Let's see what we have today. What animal's height is typically measured in hands? Dog, duck or goose, horse or pig? In hands. I haven't come across this. So it will be a bit of a guess. Why would you need hands? Typically measured in hands. Let's go with horse. No idea. Maybe we'll read about it. Because that's the tallest out of these three, technically. Who was famous for wearing a single white glove? Oh, Audrey Hepburn, Michael Jackson, John Paul II, or Liberace. Single white glove, it's normally Michael Jackson, and it is Michael Jackson. Which US state is sometimes called the Mitten State because of its shape? Florida, Georgia, Michigan, or New Hampshire? So it looks like a mitten. I'm not really good in geography in the US, especially when it comes to shapes. But Florida, it's I think it has a bit of a long side of it, so it's not a mitten. Georgia, let's go with Michigan. Yeah, because Michigan, it did, if I very vague recall, it did look something of a shape. I wasn't sure if it's a mitten. Got it correct. On the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel, who is painted extending his finger towards God? Is it Adam, David, Jesus, or Noah? If I remember correctly, it is Adam. Yes. There's a extending his finger, but the fingers are not touching. So if you go to Sistine Chapel or if you look at the photograph in Google, just look at it. The fingers are not touching. So the rationale is like it's that divine knowledge is not getting passed or something like that. What are fingernails made of? Acetic acid, calcium carbonate, keratin, or silica? It is keratin. Fingernails are made of keratin. In what movie does a character gives thumbs up as he descends into a pit of molten metal? Blade Runner, Terminator 2 Judgment Day, The Abyss, or The Matrix? Uh, when you say molten metal, I think it's a Terminator, so we'll go with Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Arnold Schwarzenegger, I think. Who recorded the 1971 album Sticky Fingers? Wayne Newton, Barbara Streisand, the Rolling Stones, or the Sex Pistols? The Sex Pistols came in 1977. If not, I would have gone with them. Think I'm right. Think I remember it correctly. Sex Pistols came in 1978 or 79. So Sticky Fingers, let's go with the Rolling Stones. Yeah. Otherwise, I would have definitely gone for them because these they have their albums are all unusual names. I would say, think so, but because they performed towards the late 70s, I think that's why I went with Rolling Stone. So it's all about fingers and everything. Okay. What was General Tom Thumb known for being extremely short, discovering Antarctica, winning the Battle of New Orleans, or writing poetry? Tom Thumb, the fairy tale is that it's a very small person who is only tall as the thumb. So because of that, let's go with being extremely short. Question number: what author's former home in Key West, Florida, is home to several polydactyl cats with 6 toes on each paw? Ernest Hemingway, Jack London, Hunter S. Thompson, or Mark Twain? Hemingway wasn't in Florida. Shall we go with Mark Twain? It is Hemingway. Okay, Hemingway is Florida then. Good. So I don't need to read about Hemingway again. because I can't remember where he's from. Who shook hands with Elvis Presley and Mao Zedong? Fidel Castro, Queen Elizabeth II, Richard Nixon, or Joseph Stalin? Can't think of Stalin. Nixon. Nixon is a possible candidate, but did Nixon meet Mao Zedong? Or was it Ronald Reagan? Queen Elizabeth II. Why would she meet Mao Zedong again? Fidel Castro. Let's go with Fidel Castro. No, it is Richard Nixon. Nixon was Elvis Presley, yes. Interesting quiz. All about hands and fingers and stuff like that. So we'll meet up again on June the 5th.